jig when I pull it up.
Welcome back to M Hood Fishing. Did you hear that voice, that craggly voice behind the camera here? That craggly voice? Yeah, that's who I'm fishing with tonight. I'm fishing with Craig. Haven't been feeling that great today. I woke up feeling a little bit under the weather from being out in the weather last night, and here I am. Shows you how smart I am. I'm back out in the weather. It's not too bad, but it's getting chilly. And I'm at a culvert looking for crappie. Am I going to find them? Would like to be at another spot close by a barrel pit, but all the barrel pit spots are choked with hyacinth. So here I am, trying to make do, see what I can catch. Only got one rod, focused on sac-a-lait. So let's see. You're getting a bite, Craig. You getting a bite?
Yeah. That's a husband mess with me.
You see it? You're getting a bite.
Send me a text.
Did you see that? Your cork went under.
Yeah.
Yeah? Avocado chartreuse. About 2 feet or more underneath the cork. Reason why I don't think they're here is because I've been in this scenario lately and they were not here. They were back there in the barrel pits where the water's deeper, holding a temperature they want. I'm thinking because we're close to the full moon right now, and it's kind of full, but it's not a full moon. I'm thinking they're probably going to be spawning during that. Maybe we could get some, but I'm not thinking you're popping that too fast. All right. It's not, you're not fishing for speckled trout. I'm thinking we definitely would need to be in the barrel pit, and yeah, who knows, maybe it's all said and done, but it was just a weekend ago, Mardi Gras weekend, that I was catching them still, but not here, not at this water depth. This is like 3 to 4 feet.
You got something, man. You got something, man.
Not sure what I got.
Yeah.
Do I? Is it a sac-a-lait?
Oh,
look at the size of that
nice
red ear.
Yeah,
oh,
nice.
Yeah. Nice. So that's cool. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, nice.
We've been here a while. Look at the size of it. I'm going to keep that.
Yeah, give you a nice little, it's a real nice one there.
It makes sense because it's about this time of year they get active, like right after the sac-a-lait wind down, right? The red ears start getting active, and so do the goggle eye. And red ears, like sac-a-lait and goggle eye, are the same, active at night or in low light situations. And yeah, the same bait. This will catch goggle eye, this will catch sac-a-lait, this will catch red ears.
Okay, just bad thing.
Bluegill. Yeah. And this guy keeps ducking his head because he thinks it's going to catch him every time I cast. And I'm like, I'm never going to hook you. Something flew around back there.
Yeah.
Did it have wings? It was either a bird or a moth.
A bird.
Probably not Superman. So I'm using a 148 ounce jig head. And when it comes to red ears and goggle eye,
yeah,
I like these jigging tubes opposed to something like a Bobby Garland, which is what he's using. It's not out of the question that Bobby Garland is going to catch or not. I mean, a small little shad should catch goggle eye and red ears. I just prefer this. I mean, it simulates a little tiny shad, but the lighter jig head is definitely what's up. And I'm not using crappie nibbles yet. I'm considering putting some on. He's using a Bobby Garland. Did you add a crappie nibble?
Not yet.
You need to just go slow with it. Give it a pop, watch.
Yeah.
Pop it again. There's not like a crazy amount of feeding, obviously, so that may have been a reaction strike I got from that fish. Honestly, I wasn't expecting anything tonight from this spot.
Yeah, at least you got one.
I have all the best intentions for it. Like, I would like to have a great time here catching a lot of fish. I just think the outcome, if I could have fished the borrow pits, would have been much greater than the outcome of fishing this. But I'm surprised of the size of red ear I got. But I have got bigger red ears and bluegill from this side. There's something wrong with this truck. Sounds like a death rattle is what it sounds like. The light is flickering. I apologize. I tried to improve the lighting situation in here earlier, and the light that I installed seems to be flickering on my screen. Maybe it is for you as well. So I did not expect this tonight. I didn't expect much from that culvert, but definitely not a red ear of this size. I've been wanting to catch red ear of this size in that area. So a lot of people don't realize, I don't think they realize, that I typically do not scale my fish. I cut right through the scales, and sometimes it makes things a little tedious, and it presents a lot of wear and tear on the knife, but it's just something a lot of people down here do. It's easier, less mess in the house if you do clean your fish in the house. A lot of people down here do it right in their driveway, but I am not going to get out in the driveway and film videos. Too many people would end up knocking on my door. So I did sharpen the knife before I started. And it is sharp. I'm cutting down the rib line right now, just trying to keep the blade floating above the ribs, trying to be tight but not like cut into the ribs. And that's about all we can do right there. Maybe next time I'll have better lighting. I'm just not pleased with this, but I did have a ring light in here and that went bad, stopped working. And I tried to do stuff without it, and the counter area just isn't lit up by the lights that are in this place. You got one behind me and one in front of me, and it just stays dark right here. I can't see what I'm doing. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I could see a little better than I could before after that ring light died. But now I got this flickering on the screen. I think it's the light that I used. Okay, so too bad I couldn't get more than one, because as you see, looks like a sizable fish, right? It is a sizable fish, but once you take the fillet off, it is not that sizable. So now we're gonna just cut the fillet right off the skin. Easy peasy. I left a little bit there, but that's not that big of a deal. I'm going to rinse it. I did not bleed this fish. I just threw it right on the ice. I don't typically like to do that much anymore, but tonight I did. And so now we need to rinse it to get that blood off. But we'll do it once I get this side, and I'm going to do that now after I turn this off. Decided just to keep filming. I'm just kind of chilling right now, listening to some down-tempo stuff in the other room. It is after midnight. Can I get this just as good as I got the first one? Sometimes you're perfect with one fillet and then the next fillet not so perfect. It takes practice, takes time. And then you think you're good, you think you know what you're doing, and then all of a sudden you destroy a fish because maybe you were tired or just not in the right mood to be cutting fish. I'm in a fairly decent mood for cutting fish right now. It's good that it's happening now, because another session is happening relatively soon. And either I get just a little bit of sleep or I get no sleep, because it is after midnight, like I said, and we're going to continue. We're going to finish filming, and then I'm going to edit. I'm going all the way through post on this, and then jumping in a truck with a friend, walk through a park, look for some bass. Dirty hands, boiling water. I'm going to drop that down. I had it on high just to get it going. By the time I'm walking this park with my friend looking for bass, I might be on frog legs. I might have a scatterbrain. So it's a good thing that I'm not going to come home after that and wield a knife. I have the ever watchful eyes of my red bone right there, making me nervous. Not really, she's not making me nervous. And of course, how good of a mood for cutting fish am I in? I left a little bit right there, but it's all good. Alright, so we're just going to put a little salt and pepper on here. Not much salt. That's good right there. And then we gotta get at the pepper. Just gonna do one side. Yeah, maybe a little more pepper than salt. Nice bit of heat under that pan. Sesame oil. Decent amount, I would say. Nice coverage. Miso. Come on, flip, flip, flip. This is really hot. It's over medium on this electric range. We're at 6. So we don't want a lot of time per side. Just want it to go white Put a little bit of miso in there. Just go ahead and throw that to the side. Grab, I got a little bit of water here. And take the heat down to low. Some people are like, all right, you should only cook fish on high, on hot, super hot. Fish is going to cook. As long as there's heat, it's going to cook. It cooks slower when there's less heat. Faster. One of the things we want to avoid is overcooking it, like drying that fish out. And that fish is almost there, almost cooked. That's why I took that heat off. Just a little more water. Alright, that looks good. The miso is mostly dissolved into the water. It's still boiling even though I've got it on low. But we can move ahead here. Yeah, as you see, that fish is starting to break up a little bit. I think we're ready to strain the spaghetti. Get out of there. I do not want this fish to break up more than it has, but I want to get the sauce and the spaghetti well mingled together. It's easy to do that if you just pay attention to where the fish is in the skillet and tipping the skillet, moving that spaghetti around. And we're also going to be able to tip it into the dish without ending up burying the fish underneath the spaghetti. This is like when you want soba, but you only have spaghetti. This isn't something that I've like invented on my own. I learned this dish basically by watching Japanese fishing videos. It's that sesame oil that really brings this together. All right, time to eat. I know it's all about the fish. However, first bite's all about the spaghetti, the noodles. Something about that sesame oil. There are some people that just, when they think about spaghetti, they can't get their mind off Italian styles, you know, like spaghetti sauce and whatever, marinara. Okay, I want more spaghetti, but for your sake, let's try the fish. Whoa. Whoa. So we got a few flavors mingling together, but not covering the flavor of the fish. You can still taste the fish. It's got a nice flavor, right? Right here has a good flavor. A little salt, a little pepper. There's a rundown of what I put in there. Salt, pepper, miso, and sesame oil. All that together in the spaghetti. It's magic. Let me tell you, it's good stuff. You could always add vegetables to this, maybe some onion, some bell pepper. I decided just keep it very, very, very fairly simple. Mm. Mm. Oh my goodness, so enjoyable. Let me get another little piece of fish and then I'll let you go. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Craig kept saying, it's only one fish. Well, I told him, so I'm going to do a catch and cook with that. But it's only one fish. If I was only eating fish, yes, it's only one fish. But since I decided to do this, it's a meal with only one fish. Right. The spaghetti is what's filling me up. The fish is a little extra flavor, a little extra protein. And plus, there's the added benefit to the fact that I caught it myself. So I've got that added fulfillment here with this meal I've made for myself. Nice and simple, very enjoyable. And it's my personal choice to go with the chopsticks. You can do whatever you want to do. A fork, fingers, your feet. Maybe not your feet, but yeah. To each his own. Yes, indeed. To each his own. Yeah. But we learn from one another. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we learn that what the other was doing isn't good. Other times we're shown something we benefit greatly from, and we're very appreciative of being shown that, such as this recipe here. And that's what YouTube can be good for. Of course, I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to finish this, chill a little bit, maybe catch a little nap, and then, I'm going to get up and go. But I think I need to get ready very soon. I also got to get into post. I got to edit and everything, but I think I need to get my stuff ready before I take a nap, to where if I have to wake up real quick and jump in a truck, I'm good to go. And all I need to focus on when I get up, the dogs and the caffeine. So on that note, hey, thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, being a member of the channel. I thank you for that. Helps us keep doing what we do. And yeah, I will see you next time.